AEW Fight Forever 2 appears to be canceled. Plus, we're going to talk about a huge WWE return that's confirmed, plus so much more. It's all coming up right here on The Ango Show. Welcome back to TAS. Don't forget, we're live every day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern on the channel. We talk about Raw, SmackDown, NXT, Dynamite, everything that's happening in wrestling. Plus, we engage with the chat. If you guys are new here and you guys like interactive live streams, definitely pull up, take your lunch break with Ango. Trust me, you're not going to want to miss it. I want to kick things off with a huge update for TNA. We know that their previous tapings were canceled. There were some rumors that TNA would probably just do a Best of Bound for Glory episode this week. Well, that doesn't appear to necessarily be the case because TNA Wrestling is actually doing something really cool. They announced that they are bringing the Road to BFG to Nashville on Wednesday and Thursday of this week. Tickets are on sale for both shows, only $10, and all proceeds will be donated to Hurricane Helen relief efforts in Spartanburg, South Carolina. With that being said, the tickets are going on sale today, and again, they're only $10. So if you guys are in the area, you guys will be able to watch TNA. They're basically doing their tapings at the Sky, what is it called? The Skyway Studios in Nashville. Obviously a little bit of a smaller venue, but TNA is on the fly because of the recent hurricanes. So now TNA has managed to do two things. One, they've managed to find a replacement venue for their tapings, which is absolutely phenomenal, especially considering how last second it is. But instead of trying to profit off of it or anything like that, Anthem, the owner of TNA, has decided that they're going to donate the proceeds, which is absolutely massive. Right now, a lot of people aren't talking about the hurricane, but hurricanes, especially when they hit the Carolinas, when they hit Florida, they are devastating. This one appears to be very devastating. I believe people are saying it's a category 4. So look, at the end of the day, TNA had to think of something on the fly, right? The fans were able to get their refunds, which is great, but they were able to think of a solution so that way they could tape at least 3 to 4 weeks worth more of content. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. TNA being pre-taped kind of sucks. I kind of hate that TNA is pre-taped, but this is one of those situations where with these 2 days of tapings, they'll be able to get enough content out for the next 4 weeks, and then that brings them to Bound for Glory, which obviously takes place in Detroit. I want to be there. I want to watch TNA. I love supporting TNA. I think their product is great. Hopefully all goes well. But of course, it is great to see that they have found a way to not only replace the previous tapings, but they are going to still give back. I'm sure when you cancel tapings and you cancel venues and stuff, I'm sure there's a financial hit. It's really cool to see that TNA is still finding a way to do this while also donating for hurricane relief. WWE has announced the return of AJ Styles. Guys, this is a very big time thing because AJ Styles has been working house shows. He just worked a house show in Columbus, Georgia and Huntsville, Alabama. This is some really cool stuff because there was reports that there was no plans for AJ Styles. Nobody really knows what the plans are for AJ Styles. And I really want to talk about this because AJ Styles and the OC, I feel like at times, maybe they're not booked as strong as they should be. The OC is on NXT losing to Hank and Tank, and instead I feel like they should be a very dominant group with AJ Styles. In fact, the only member of the OC who is continuously on SmackDown is Michin Mia Yim, which I don't know if WWE has plans for any continuity there. AJ Styles and the OC and Mia Yim should be together. I don't know what WWE's plan is for AJ Styles, especially because Fightful had previously reported that there was no creative plans for AJ Styles, but apparently WWE has some sort of plans because they're bringing him back onto television this week. Now, with that said, I'm very curious to see if AJ Styles is going to have any interaction with the bloodline, and you might be wondering why, but obviously Tama Tonga, Loa, there is that connection there. You have to wonder if maybe the OC will be returning with AJ Styles as well, because there could be a really cool dynamic from a television perspective if WWE chooses to do so. Now listen guys, I'm bringing this up for a variety of reasons, but the one thing I haven't touched up on is AJ Styles' connection to TNA. WWE's in Nashville, TNA's in Nashville. Is there a possibility that AJ Styles could be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame? TNA hasn't made an announcement yet. And at Bound for Glory, it seems like it's inevitable we should have an announcement relatively soon. Is it possible that AJ Styles will be able to appear in TNA this week as well? WWE has the partnership with TNA, and maybe if he's not there physically, you have to wonder if AJ Styles could be appearing on TNA via satellite. I don't know. But it is something worth bringing up. AJ Styles is a freaking unit, dude. This guy is a legend. Love this guy. Love his work. One of my favorites that I've ever met in this industry. Just a lot of great things I can say about AJ Styles. I want to see him as a part of a very big integral part of WWE television. I want to see it with the OC. Who knows how they're going to insert him back into television? Honestly, nobody really knows. But I do find it fascinating that just after reports came out that there was no creative plans for him, apparently they do. Do they have AJ go after Cody again? I mean, what is the plan? That's what he's been doing on the house shows. So you do have to wonder what they have planned here. But nonetheless, I am excited. Also, some very interesting news. It appears that AEW Fight Forever 2 could unlikely be happening. It's very likely that it's not happening. So basically what I'm trying to say is Insider Gaming came out with a very interesting report. Basically what you need to know is this. After AEW Fight Forever went well over budget and didn't turn a profit, it's unlikely that AEW would look to have another game built from scratch. AEW does own the game engine used for the game and can bring it over to a new developer if they wanted. A source told Insider Gaming that there are feelers out there to some of the larger developers in the space, including some obvious ones, to see what the interest is in wrestling video games. They are doing their due diligence before any decision is made. Now, this is very unfortunate news because, quite frankly, guys, AEW Fight Forever was not a success. I liked the game, but everything I said about the game was 100% accurate. There was no longevity in this game. And unfortunately, because there was no longevity in this game, a lack of features, a lack of modes, it's not as fun to play. I do think AEW Fight Forever is a really good party game. I think if you have multiple people with you at a house, you're having some drinks and some snacks and you're playing, dude, Fight Forever is fun. But there is just not enough beef to this game. And the problem is when you're lacking those layers that you need, it really becomes problematic. And by the way, AEW Fight Forever isn't the only video game like this. WWE 2K24, I feel the same exact way about. But with AEW Fight Forever, the game did not turn a profit. The game was very over budget. The game was a very costly, very expensive thing for Tony Khan and the company. They own the engine. Is there another company that wants to produce it? Guys, there could be somebody out there who wants to do it, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be a long time until we get another AEW video game. It's unfortunate, but that's just the reality.